Hello, I'm Polly Hyams and I'm sending this video from Israel. My cousin Brian Levison asked me if I'd send a video to celebrate International Women's Day, and I am more than honoured to be doing so. I am the mother of two wonderful boys called Aryeh and Lior. Aryeh is 25, a student at Tel Aviv University studying set design for theatre. And I also am the mother of Lior, who is 21, incredibly special, incredibly challenging, on the autistic spectrum, with schizophrenia as well, very well controlled, and living in a phenomenal villa for young adults, also with the same needs that he has. And he works also in a sheltered workplace where he goes every day from Sunday through Thursday, and he comes home most weekends. Lior, despite making us lurch from challenge to challenge, we've celebrated many successes with Lior, and usually at the end of each crisis is a wonderful sun and rainbow, and that's when the successes come. And his name, which means a light to us, really, he has brought much light into our lives ever since we adopted him when he was 2.5. Lior is now stable and calm and allowing me to do this amazing journey of studying and going back to university. And I'm very busy working and studying all subjects. So very much our focus right now is on what's going on in the Ukraine, and our field hospital that I'm working with at Sheba Hospital, which is in the center of Israel, will be going out to the Ukraine by the end of this week. We will be sending a delegation of 80 nurses and midwives and doctors, surgeons, and laboratory technicians and logistics people in order to help with all medical issues that are going on in the Ukraine with the refugees. We're not quite sure how that's going to pan out, but it's something that is desperately needed. I think that there are many ways that we can all help with this terrible crisis that's going on right now. As mothers, we can sit and talk with our children, whatever age they are. I think it's very important that as we stand and face adversities many times throughout our lives as mothers of children with special needs, it's very important that we also put things into perspective and help our children understand that yes, they need a lot of help, but there are also many other people out there in the world that also need help. And right now, the Ukraine is one of those crises that needs as much help as possible. And I know that my family and Lior particularly are very supportive of the work that I'm doing with this field hospital that should be going out. And I hope that I will also have the opportunity to go out to the Ukraine and help, whether it's with pregnant women or newly birthed women, or just helping also with teenagers that have some very deep psychological issues, just being exposed to this war. As our children are a light in our lives, I think it's important that we try to pass some of that light over by helping out the Ukraine. And there are many ways also in England that you can help. And some of the charities that I know about that desperately need help. One of them is Voices of Children, which is a wonderful charity that is sending out teams of therapists and psychologists to help with the atrocities that these children are faced with seeing day after day, and the suffering. They desperately need money to buy equipment, to buy toys, to buy games. Sunflower of Peace is another organisation which is helping with medical help, physicians. They also need equipment and medications, and also to support the local journalists in the Ukraine. There is a wonderful English-speaking newspaper called Kyiv Independent. They have a GoFundMe page. Look it up. They desperately need as much funding as they can to try to keep the story alive and to pass over as much clear footage and information as possible so that the real news is getting out there. So I hope that you'll join me to help others in celebration of being women on International Women's Day, and celebrate being mothers of children that, despite all the challenges, give us much light and much love. So God bless, and let's all be safe, let's all be healthy, and let's do the best we can to help others as well as helping ourselves.